Alrighty, today we are going to solve a three-variable system of equations using elimination. The real fun of Algebra 2 is now just beginning. And so you know that I'm not just making something up, I'll even put the answer up so you can see if we're getting it right. Alrighty, so for this is actually number 17 in your textbook. And we have 4, -1, and 2. This is what's called an ordered triple, okay? And make that look a little more 2-ish. An ordered triple. The first element is x, the second one is y, and the third is z. So the value of x in this is 4, the value of y is -1, the value of z is 2. All right, we're going to solve this using elimination. Now, the goal is we are going to do an elimination with, we'll take one equation and we'll do an elimination with the other two equations. If I choose to eliminate x, I would want to use the first equation and multiply it by a -2 to eliminate the x's. If I chose to do an elimination with y's, I would need to choose the middle equation. I would multiply the equation by 2 to eliminate it with the third equation, and then I would multiply it by a -2, that would make this positive 2y, to eliminate it with the first equation. If I chose to eliminate z's, I would choose the third equation to do an elimination with the first one, multiplying by 3, then multiply this equation by a -2, so this would become a 2z, to eliminate with the middle, with the second equation. Okay, now I'm actually going to choose the middle equation, and I'm going to eliminate the y's. Why? Well, the numbers are kind of small, and it just looks like fun to me. I don't know. You could really, it doesn't matter which one, but if you choose, like if I chose this first one, I'm going to get some larger numbers here. Okay? Sometimes you can get some very big numbers. So let's try this. I'm going to take my equation 2, and I'm going to multiply it, first of all, by +2. So I'm going to say 2 times equation 2, which is 2x minus y minus 2z equals 5. Multiply everything times the 2. So 2 times 2x gives me 4x. 2 times -y is -2y. 2 times -2z gives me -4z. 2 times 5 gives me 10. Now, since this is a negative, I'm going to add it to the third equation. So I have 2x, writing the third equation, plus 2y minus z equals 4. Then I add these two equations together. So 4x plus 2x makes 6x. -2y plus 2y cancels out. It's what we want. And then -4z minus z, plus -z gives me -5z equals 10 and 4 make 14. Now, I now need to do an elimination using the same equation I chose, the second one, with the first equation. And I have to eliminate the same variables. Okay, so that means I have to eliminate the y's. I'm just going to choose another color. Let's pick orange. All right, so I'm going to take -2 times my second equation, 2x minus y minus 2z equals 5. And what's going to happen is I'm going to get the same thing I got down here, except all the signs are going to be different. So 2 times 2x, negative 2 times 2x is negative 4x. Negative 2 times negative y is plus 2y. Negative 2 times negative 2z is plus 4z. Negative 2 times 5 is negative 10. I'm going to now write the first equation under this and add them together. So I have x minus 2y plus 3z equals 12. All right, and add these together. So I get negative 3x. Here the y's cancel. It's what we want. 4z plus 3z gives me 7z. I may make that look a little better. 7z. And then negative 10 plus 12 gives me 2. All right, so now what I need to do, I now have 2 equations and 2 unknowns. I have a red one and an orange one. I need to do an elimination with either x or z. Well, if I look, the x in the orange equation is negative 3. 3 goes into 6, so it would be easier to eliminate x's. So what I'm going to do, we'll make this one green, is I'm going to take 2 times this orange equation, negative 3x plus 7z equals 2. Take 2 times this and add it to the red equation. So 2 times negative 3x is negative 6x. 2 times 7z is 14z. 2 times 2 is 4. Okay, I'm going to take this, write it under the red one, and we're going to add them together. So negative 6x plus 14z equals 4. All right, these cancel out. That's what we want. Negative 5z plus 14z gives me 9z equals 14 plus 4, 18. Divide by 9, and I get z equals 2. You notice we match. Z is 2. Now, to find the value of x, I either will plug this into this red equation or this green equation. And let me get another color. We'll do light blue. All right. So I'm just going to, since there's nothing under this, plug it into this one. So negative 6x plus 14 times 2 equals 4. So negative 6x, 14 times 2 is 28, so plus 28 equals 4. Subtract 28 from each side. We have negative 6x equals negative 24. Divide by negative 6. And we get x equals 4. You notice we match the answer. Okay? And now we have to plug in 4 for x and 2 for z into any one of the 3 original equations to find the value of y. Alrighty, let's see. I haven't used purple, so we'll use purple. Now, I know x, I know z. How about I just use that second equation that I started with? So, I have 2 times, in place of x, I put 4, minus y, minus 2 times, in place of z, I put 2, equals 5. Okay, the rest is simplifying. So 2 times 4, 8, minus y. Negative 2 times 2 is negative 4, equals 5. 8 minus 4 gives you 4 minus y equals 5. Subtract 4 from each side, and I get negative y equals 1. Divide by negative 1, and I get y equals negative 1. And we match. So our answer is the ordered triple, and it's 4 for x, negative 1 for y, and 2 for z. Have fun solving these.